Okay, good morning. So this is the first online book study sessions that we do in this year. But it's like we haven't prepared everyone to read the book. For the book of this year will be the nonviolence communication, but we haven't prepared everyone to read first. And so today I will like to do some introduction that previously we did in physical book study, what we already discussed. And then, yeah, maybe we can do some sharing after that and see how we think about the nonviolence communication technique or skill and what is the challenge, something like that. After that, I will introduce about the child study techniques and the way that we do in Waldorf School in the last part. Okay. So now I will first introduce about the non-violence communication and how I encounter with this skill or these techniques that we to communicate. First, I meet very experienced world of teachers and also trainers. Uh, his name is Stephen Stephanie. And last year, we also read about his book about the connecting with young children, educating the will. And, um, and he introduced nonviolence communication to all educators and parents. And from there, I also try to search for different books that to study. So, in words, non-violence communication, it means that we communicate without violence. So normally we think that, oh, I don't hit others, then it's like a violence. Then I didn't hit ma, so I'm not violence now. But non-violence communication means more that we don't really like hurt another person, another person's soul. It hitting the soul. It's not physical one. It's like a in hitting or beating other person, yeah, soul, and it's like more spiritual one, spirit and soul. So uh, so that our our path that to try to communicate without violence will be much different ways that we taught. Uh, so for examples that we would say that, oh, you are naughty. You are naughty. You are not doing the things that I you should do. Uh, yeah, or whether you are naughty is a non-violence communication. I will introduce later a little bit, and this is one of the things that we just normally say. You are so not naughty. You should tidy up your. You should not play in this way that to make the vase or something broken. Or you are not responsible. You are not responsible, and you should take care of your own thing. Uh, or you make me angry. Uh, you make me angry, or you something different things that we say to others that we think that is other fault. Uh, and nonviolence communication, they have a systematic technique that to try to communicate without the other person feel not safe or even they are not uh, feel that of being offense. So it's like the techniques to let others to feel safe. If we say naughty, if we say something that yeah, you are the one that to make me angry, and the things that like making the judgment much earlier, or even you yeah just in the few words that we come into our from our mouth, the others might feel offense or wanted to be protect. They are just close themselves, or even they will shout back, no, I didn't. Then they are closing their brain connection of the learning part, or even to further to communicate. They even don't really listen for other information. This include of course include the communication between adults, uh, not only to the children but also to the adults. So this is the brief introduction, and then for the first introduction, first chapter, we talk about heart to heart communication. So that we wanted to share that in by learning nonviolence communication, we can speak heart to heart, speak how uh, what we observe. We tell what we observe, and then we tell what we our feeling, and then we tell what is our needs, uh, and then we even tell what is our request. So it's like a 4 steps. It's like our observation and how we feel and how we need. What is the needs of myself, and then the last will be the what I hope to have to happen, what I request. So it's a step-by-step process. And the second chapters, they would talk about the first observation. When we do observation without judgment, then it means that we need to have a awareness of what we think and what we and then awareness of what we speak up. For examples that they in the book they give many different examples lah. So you can see, for example, one thing that my children didn't go to brush the teeth before sleep. So you can first the example of objective observation, or I give some not good example first. They will say we might say that you always forgot to brush your teeth. Go to brush your teeth. So the words always is not objective at all, because always is like judgment. You are always like that. Okay, so there's many words that we shouldn't use for describe what you see. You might say that, oh, see that you're coming into the room to prepare to listen to story. Is it? Maybe there's one question say yes. Oh, but I didn't see you brushing your teeth. Did you? This is also the objective observation to hint the children about what we already promised before. So it's like, oh, he might know that then he need to go, or else you might uh, tell another the second step that, oh, uh, I feel that I feel not comfortable about not following what we promised before. Uh, and I I need you to that's my that's also there's a different way that they that promised before that to keep I yeah, in English what is it? I I care on our hygiene, our own hygiene, and also to make us ourselves healthy. So that I need you, the request, I need you to go to brush your teeth now before we're having a story time. So it's like a step by step. If he like we can hint, but use the observation to hint the child, and if he don't do that and reject to do that, we can tell express about our feeling, uh, our feeling a little bit, and then we express about our needs, what we care on, what is the things that we really care, uh, just our own needs, and then the final one, I hope that you to do that, something like that. So in this way, we are not like offending the children right away, and that we like make a road, build a road that they can listen into it, and they can listen the request or even the before the request have a needs, and also the just the feelings that we we are truthfully telling them what is our feeling. So this is the steps. And for the chapter 2 is like the objective observations that we observe. And there have many descriptions that help us to try to observe that. And many different words that we will say, always like that, you make me angry, something like that. This kind of things is not uh, is totally a different way on just our habits that to protect our own self, wanted to protect our own self. It's not our fault. It's our brain frequency is just normally we wanted to do that if we feel pressure, or it's like our habit. So we need to be more aware on that, and also be aware of our own well-being before we like deal with different uh, so-called challenge uh, in our home or our workplace, before we say out any words, whether we can have a conscious awareness that what we wanted to bring to the other person. And this author, he care more. He mentioned that he care much more. Uh, he care the most important thing that he emphasized is that he wanted to understand another person, and wanted to this is the most important thing for him, so that he always trying to do something different, that to really to deliver the message to a certain person in slightly different way, but he form the 4 steps to help us to understand others. So by practicing this, we can try to change our words of how we used to communicate, and also to be aware on our feeling and try to express it, and then even our needs. Normally, we know the request already. We wanted the children to do something. This is like a simple one, but there will be the objective observation, description, and then the feeling part, and also the needs. In the uh, in a few maybe later chapter, he will talk about needs a lot, so that we can understand what he would mention. And so the feeling part is on chapter 4, where they talk about feeling, uh, and even they talk about the how we communicate with our partner, our husband or even wife, or then how we try to when we wanted to make requests, how we started uh, started. So how we started to do that, and for me, I tried this kind of methods before, and to communicate with my wife, I feel that it's much she feel much less offense when we I wanted to talk about something that I might not helping her on certain tasks, something like that. Uh, or I wanted to share about my my feeling and my needs now, and what I care the most now. And different people might have different. I would respect the her needs also, but I will try to see how we balance it, and how we uh, continue to work on it. Uh, so I find it very helpful, and but I think I stopped reading this for I think 1 year plus already, and this year I start to read it again, and it helps me to like to review myself more also. Okay, so this is regarding some a brief introduction on the non-violence communication sharing and the parts that we kind of covered for the previous 4 sessions of the book study. Okay. Okay. So I wanted to see whether we have friends that wanted to share on what JC, you have 2 accounts from myself. uh, I want to open whether some of you wanted to share about how you think about the communications that uh, you you might experience before, or whether you feel interested to continue to read this book or started to read the book, or even have some questions. Yeah, now Melanie also driving. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. If we haven't have any possible to share, then maybe we can proceed to the next uh, steps, which is like next sharing that I would like to share about the child study. Uh, okay, the child study for the Waldorf School. For me, it also doing the similar things of non-violence communication. Non-violence communication is like to breaking the obstacle, the walls between people to people. So we wanted to understand really every unique person needs and how what is really the things that they care or to understand another person. Then so that we can work together, we can live together, we can even stay together, we can share, we can share together our really important values, even values. Uh, so for child study, for me, we already know that everyone of us, when we grow up, we have to pass through, when our brain develop, we have to pass through a phase, stages of we being our very subjectively, we analyze, we judge everything that we wanted to make sure whether it's right or wrong, we judge it, we analyze it, and our brain will function, become a habit to function it, to judge, to see the right and wrong, what's the right and wrong, what is the, this is beautiful, this is not beautiful, this what we are doing many judgment, and but this through the judgment our brain grows, definitely our brain will grow, our brain will uh, but in the stage that we are in the uh, brain development on the prefrontal cortex will bring back our human development on being very subjective, judgmental, materialistic, and into another phase that we're trying to understand different people now. But we can do it very systematically. We can do it through our uh, own initiative that we decided to do that. Yeah, really wanted to try it. I wanted to even take risk to understand other person. Why? Because many friends of parents told me before, it really needs very much courage to open up ourselves to express our own needs, or even our feelings some many times. Uh, so different people might have different uh, yeah feeling and even the way to approach this, and and everyone, even in a wardrobe school, wardrobe teacher, we are not like oh, you are uh, already trained, everything is like you are a more perfect person, so that you might not have the wall that we have, so that you can understand the children already. But every person have a have this wall. so including board of teachers. Uh, Everyone have the walls, and there's a special things that I want to share in Word of School. We'll do some like uh, a little prayer, but not in a religious part. That is like the prayers, different prayers that or even something that when we try to connect with our own higher self, it's like what my life wanted to bring me to. Uh, how is it what my life wanted to me to learn in this life path, so that in we would invite the every teachers to ponder about what is our own destiny or path, or is whether it's our own way of what is the most important things that I wanted to do in my life. So this kind of ponder to connect to our own higher self, and even we were like having some review on the biography parts, that how we grow, and we will see the different wars that we have now is based on our childhood, and what the experience that we continuously repeatingly phases. We face it again and again, again, again. And in Waldorf School anthroposophy, there were like uh, research that will tell us that, oh, this is our higher self wanted to guide us to learn something, learn some capacity and the skill to to build out, to strengthen our soul capacity, so that we can be more resilient on certain part, certain things. The things that happen to us is like the most important thing. But normally we'll say that we just wanted to avoid that normally. And when we started to connect with trying to connect with our like Seminglan tool, the life path, the life map, what we were going to experience. And the Seminglan tool is like the higher self. We already, before we born, we already plan. This is the things that I want to strengthen for this lifetime. So I plan the different events to happen to let me to faces the so-called the challenge. Might be our life partner, our husband or wife, might come from our child, or even our neighbor, even our they have to be a human, so-called, or if different things that will might happen for the challenge, then we need to overcome overcome it. And when we trying to open up this kind of so-called spiritual awareness about what happened in our life, we will attract the persons that really ready to give you the challenge. Uh, uh, for example, in the world of school, every class will have a difficult children for the particular teacher. Oh, they must have, unless you already is you are not trying to connect. You would then we will try to analyze many things on the child, that okay, I'm not going to take this child, okay, because this child I'm not going to take. I if Then I will let, okay, another teacher wanted to take, you go to you take that him or take her. Not going to take. If we have do the judgment based on many different behavior that we just observe for 1 hour during the interview, or even observe through the enrollment form, we have many judgmental. So you can see this not like we already started violence communication just before the communication started, even before when we meeting the children. Uh, so these kind of things that we wanted to encourage the teachers to build out, to open up, to see to the children in a different way. see the parents in a different way, and in this way they would definitely know that they would accept different children, that they are not think that they already know them. The teachers not going to say taught through the enrollment form. They will say that might think that, okay, oh, I already know the children, okay, this is how the way. But we wanted to encourage the teachers to build out the capacity to understand the different child every day. uh, Although you have slightly know about the child more and more on their life path and how is the pattern, but you trying to, the things that you still struggle, I don't understand, you need to ponder about it, and how you trying to understand more on the children, different children. uh, so this is the parts that why we introduce the child study. The child study is the parts that we wanted to take out the wall of the between human connection. Uh, and how we do it. First, also similar with non-violence communication, we do objective observation. The first session of child study in Waldorf School, objective observation. And what is the observation? Just now we mentioned about a scenario and about brushing the teeth. So we observe what the child doing. So we observe that. But in the child observation, we try to do as much as possible about all the objective observation that we can sense on the children. First, how is the children appearance? So we need to describe it in verbally. Normally we are not doing that like that. You say you already know that he is the thing, but we trying to build out our image again in our mind, in a picture. And even you can speak to another different people about how you describe him. If more details, you have more objective observation on the particular child, because you already have awareness on how even the description on the different parts of him, how is his hair texture, how is the hair colors, and how is the eye look at, how the eyebrow, the nose, the lips, and the teeth, the ears, and how is the face, the shape of the face, and how is the ratio of the heads to the body, how's the length of the yeah, overall the length of the balance of the hands and legs, uh, and how the children walk, how the children walk in a different time, how the children run, how the children climb, how the children move, uh, in a different during the play or the different times, and then also how the children interact with the friends, what is the strategy he used to express his feeling or his thoughts, or even to express yeah, what he wanted to do, what is the strategy that he normally used, and also whether he can understand our how he speak, how he speak, what is the words, whether it's clear enough or not, how is the pronunciation, and how he understand our instruction, or even whether he pay or she pay attention in our story time, how is his involvement in the different activity uh, in kindergarten, and how is the rhythm of the day for him even in the house, how is it the sleep time, how he eat, what is the things that he love to eat, not love to eat, many things. And also even the biography of the children, that how he get born, how he yeah, when how during the pregnancy, how is it the process, and during the delivery, how is it, and during his first year, how he, what is the temperament, so-called temperament, or the way that he interact, or even how he stand up is also uh, one of the objective observation and the description of how is the children uh, is. So this is the first sessions that might last for quite long time, but we were like limit it into half an hour, 30 minutes to do the description, and even others can ask about the description of more that he wanted to understand or the child. And this we form inner pictures of how the child is and how is it and during the days and oh, but before the child study, we will have an intention on doing that the child study before the physical description. So the intention of doing the child study, if we are in a very tension and pressure uh, com- working environment, even in the wardrobe school, we might think that okay, only the challenging children that I can do lah for the child study too, because I have many walls that in front of me that I can't understand the children now, and I don't know how to so-called help the children already. Uh, so we would choose a child, then we would say about the intention of one thing, maybe how can I help the child to focus on the circle time, uh, because and the current situation is like that. I I try this way, but it doesn't work. How can I move forward? These are the things that we can have the intention. Then the 1 week, everyone ponder about that, knowing we're going to observe the child. Then we would do the first session of the objective observation uh, description. Uh, and there's a different school have a different way that doing the child's study also, but also the different school would choose to do whether they inform the parents or not. For me, inform the parents is the very first thing we need to do, else we can't do the child study. We have to respect on the parents willingness, whether he or she wanted us to do this uh, for the children. And in mindful heart we did, we definitely will inform the parents on that. And because we don't think that we only do in a very like we wanted very challenging children, that we don't only do in the children for the children that we the children the teachers might feel challenging, but we also do the child study that to wanted to understand more why the child behave so peacefully and even exceed our expectation on the as a child. What is like so matured, matured. We want to know the children more and why the child uh like yeah, we want to understand the child, connect with the child, so we have doing a different for the many different children also. So and the the experienced teachers, one of teachers that I met most of them, they would say yes, we definitely need to involve the parents also, uh, inform the parents at least, to inform the parents and also get the information from the parents that we wanted to know, because we want to build out the information that we get, and we put this objective observation as a pictures, and then we like we ponder within ourselves and see how what is the inspiration that we can get from this. Uh, and but for some of the world of school, they might not confident yet to inform the parents before they do this. I experienced this before, and they would like say, "Oh, I don't know how to speak to the parents about this." They are not yet very confident on the objective observation. Uh, this group of teachers might have this challenge. They haven't reached the stage on to really can describe the children objectively. They will say that, oh, they always do like that. This is the child don't know how to play. It's because we have an expectation of what he should play or she should play in our mind. Oh, he's not in our range of that accept. We accept this is called play, but many things is playing. So how we can guide is different. So the words that the teachers use already is blocking the the uh, to connect the child. We are and and then they don't know how to use more objective intention to understand more on the children different part uh, understand or have a deepening understanding on the children. They were like more focused on the result. They wanted to solve this problem only. uh, this kind of teachers might have this kind of challenge, but instead to be as wardrobe teacher, we need something different. We need to review ourselves and open up ourselves to strive on understanding the different child. Uh, so child observation, uh, a child study, we can do it uh, by first observing, and we train ourselves to use the objective observation description to describe more and more and more. And when we put that attention into a different part of the children, the attention already spread out. And not mostly 90% or 99% case, when we already started to do the objective observation, the teacher himself or herself that already feel that there already something different to the children. Is not or she's not as difficult as it used to be. Oh, as a non-violence communication, we also change our words of describing the children, and we try to uh, of, observe our feeling. And in this part for child study, I see that when we trying to put our attention on the different part of children, it already changed our attention on ourselves to the children. Normally, we put a more maybe 90% attention on how the child did wrong for this challenging behavior. We are more focused on the challenge. Oh, he did it again. Oh, how should I do? I did it. He did it again. Uh, and the attention affect the children can sense this kind of energy affect a lot. Uh, so when we're trying to observe it in 1 week, the children already changes. Uh, we they already changed, but what is the things that particular things that we wanted to ask that how what is the solution? So the next step of the child study will be or might be, because there are different ways. We can have 3 steps. The first step, after the intention, what we do, then we do the objective observation. Then if we count the intention is the first step, it might be a 4 step. Uh, so objective observation in, and then will be the next step will be next week, about a week, and at least we need to sleep on it. We ponder the child, we sleep on it. Uh, we sometimes we think of the child for a while, and the third stage, third part is like we need to feel or get the inspiration on from the nature. How is it we can link the child with some part of nature? Whether it's like there's might be some pictures you can uh, feel on or feel connected with. For example, you there's a inspiration on with image that come to you on his way of eating things or uh, having the meal. Then you might say, oh, when he is eating the meal, when we can keep in mind, and then when eating the meal, you would link into a mouse, a rat. Uh, the children eat the rice by using their hands. And the gesture that makes you think that, oh, this part of his behavior is like, yeah, it's interestingly like a mouse. This is a image that come to you. Started to have some um, subjectively, because the image come to everyone have very subjective. It's not objective anymore. But we put every different image that come from a different uh, teachers or even other people that do the child study, then they would say, oh, I feel that it's a feeling. I feel that when the children is in this situation, it's like a type of animal or even a type of weather. Weather is like a storm, big storm. It's like even the yeah, you can describe the different things that when we feel that he's in this kind of situation, when he's moving in this way, he's kind of uh, similar that in some weather, different kind of weather animal, like, or it's like animals, or like even you link to uh you link to how the yeah, this very subjectively how we connect to the nature. We describe in more the things that we link to nature, or we have different parts that the children, the teachers might say, hey, I feel that the children is like a giraffe. It can be very calm, walk gracefully, and can be how it yeah can be how is the child. So we gathered all the image that shared by every teacher. Then we pondered about, this is the image that we have for the children. Then for the final stage, the fourth will be we can share about how we think the children might need or the teachers can do. Uh, then we can speak out based on the observation on the image. Then we ponder also throughout. Then we'll see that, oh, I see throughout the field image, I see that he might needs be more relaxed before the activity, so-called the circle time, and then he can be more engaged or connect with the teacher. Because we have the different ways to different experience can link to uh, the third part of the session. How is the image? And from the image, then we come out with, it might we think, we already start to think. We think that it might have this might can help to to do the, and that might be a different people to come up with different things. And then the teachers that take in charge of the child study might uh, take all the solution and also to speak out. Okay, I see that what I might able to do and what I might not able to try, and then after 1 week or 1 month later, the teachers might reply, how is it, what he or she tried to do, and how is the changes even in himself, the teacher himself. So this is the way on we do in the child study, the so-called more complete way. And during this kind of state process, many times that during the final 2 session, we might encounter something different that if we really be objective to just ponder and to ponder about the questions, the image, we might receive some events that we we would we might receive a book from our friends, might receive a message from maybe a word, a sentence, a message from our parents or another teachers that have give you an intuition that, oh, is it, I would say, I would see that is it, this is the needs of the child. During that period is also the importance that to receive this kind of intuitions that whether is important for the child. Then we also would record it down, and the final stage we will share to the teacher in the group. And yeah, this is the child study that we do, and to try to build out the picture as objective as possible, to send out to so-called spiritual work. When we pondered, we pondered with the image. We were like our frequency of our brain and our own body will be different. We are not trying to analyze it. We pondered, okay, then the frequency would like to send up to more higher frequencies that not higher lah. It's like uh, the frequencies about uh, different dimension, and then that we in anthroposophy, world of education, we believe that that will be the frequencies that our higher self will be, and our everyone higher self will be, and they will have a meeting there. They have a meeting agenda there to see how they wanted to meet each other, how they wanted to continue assisting each other development. So so that this is the spiritual connection and path that for world of teacher and will do to strive to connect with. And the most important thing is the image, and because image is the objective parts that we can take in also for the child study, and we send out as a meeting agenda for our higher self to do further things. And when we are not connecting with this kind of picture or even objective observation, in the brain research now, they will say that we are in the frequency of beta. We are not, it's like we are doing very fast thing, or we call so-called very efficient, but we are not creative. We are taught that we learn many things. Okay, we have many tools already, but we are doing very fast. But creative parts is like alpha frequencies that we can ponder. We can ponder about the difficulties. Then we can have inspiration, creative abilities to deal with different things, and we need both as a human. We are always ponder. We are dreaming in alpha frequency. It's not good, and we have to come back to beta frequency to do real life analysis of what we can do for management on the kindergarten. What we can do. I'm not that so word of teachers have to be balanced in both way, and not that all there is like a dreamy part. Every adults have to be very awake and very beta frequency. If we can't have beta frequency, we can't really be a real person or good person to do. And then we need to consciously know that we need to arrange to have more alpha frequencies to understand, to connect with different person. Uh, After alpha frequency, we'll have more deepening is alpha, beta, delta. And I don't forgot the higher frequency. The next part of frequencies that is more related, more close to our higher self or inner voice. The brain users already come up with the inner voice. The different frequency, they will have a different voice that can interact with you, ourself. So they so-called their inner self. But through connecting with our different voices, we start to have a access to have a conversation with them. For example, to say to them, okay, thank you. I listen what you say, but now I'm in charge. I want to do something different. Then I do something different. And this is the things that I will share today on the child study. And for me, for the kindergarten, word of kindergarten and word of school. For me, in as a parents, how we can at home, we can practice more to put our attention more on the different place of the children, including how we wanted to observe how they are playing or how they are doing things. Our attention put in more things that other than the things that we feel challenged. We also would put more attention on different way and to be and we wanted to learn more in deepening on the child study and to have experience on that. We can try we can try to do during the book study. We can find a session 20 minutes 30 minutes. We can I have a like a template of a child study. We can do it, and we can observe it. Then we can have a 20 minute to 30 minute each session that to try to practice on the observation and the child study. So I would open up the Q&A session for the child study part. Vicky, do you want to have some? Do you have a question? If you have, if no, if no, it's okay. So we'll see if we don't have any questions. So today we will end before 10. Or if Vicky, if any of you wanted to do the child study, then let me know lah. Then we will try to arrange on how I pass you the template and how I guide you on some description, no? And we can see lah. How we.
他因为想问，意思说就是 child study 是 not necessarily teacher do it lah, you can that as parents also can do it.
But parents, if we do by ourselves lah, it's like more challenging because we don't have other people to observe it. But if our objective observation doing more and more details, when you describe it to every one of us, we can build out our image in our own self. This also helping because every one of us carry this image, and we all of us trying to feel the children and even to send to the frequency our higher self can receive that.
Because we are in the party and the party is different. When the party our speech is different, and we are in as parents seeing our kids also like maybe different in a different class.
in the training that I conduct in the early childhood education ECEM, we have a book study also. We have the study group. The study group will consist on a book study and also a child observation, child study. So we practice together with parents before in that, and they will say that, oh, they also see the different of the child and even the different of themselves, that already their connection started to be different, and it's also helping. But we know that not we if we expect all the time is like helping improving, is also already a judgment. We will lock ourselves sometimes. So we pondered about, but we see that the most challenging is the parents and the between adults, our husband or wife, and also the children. But we can try to do, yeah, that they love to do. The parents also love to do, to we build out different image together, and we can experience the different person will might come out with something really we can't see about a different way of the view that we can view our own children. Yeah, this also we definitely we can do it. We can practice our skill on this, so that whenever we can wanted to connect with other person, we can use this skill to practice on our attention, how we focus on viewing the another person, and also to, even if you wanted to really to understand the most difficult person that we work with, but and many times we might need to do really something different. For example, if I uh, if I stay with one of my grandparents that really I don't think is, yeah, he always wanted to look TV and speak so loud, and I just say that, oh, he's like that, and it doesn't change anything. But if we wanted to connect consciously with my grandparents, then I try to observe him. What is the things that he normally do? The observe, and what is the things that he do something different than sitting there listening. And even we try to wanted to know about his biography. This is a real case that I many years ago I wanted to connect with my grandmother. I think 20 years, no lah, 16 years ago. My grandmother started to stay with me, us, and she always have she always, you see, always the words, yeah, she used to say many different 很唠叨 啦, different mumbling, you should do this, you should do this, and he watch TV, different kind of things. And when I started to go into the water education, wow, she's the one that, why you do that, why you do that, and every day, and you think it's good, man? You normally in the engineering field, you can come back on 6 o'clock in the evening, but in the Waldorf kindergarten, sometimes you come back on 9 o'clock. Even you come back at 6 or 7, you are so tiring. And and you get paid so less, something like that lah. So many things that I first start not to speak, but then I start to connect with my grandma different way, that starting some different conversation and asking about, I wanted to know about how am I myself during her care during my young, and through that I wanted to know more about herself, even her life story. Then by connecting in this way, he started to he his her attention started to be different also, on seeing the things that I'm be more healthy, not health, not happy, more happy, more happier, and she also starting to have a different words that to speak with me, and not continuously doing so-called we say always like that. And I see that everyone needs this kind of connecting experience before we change our self also. And that's the one truth that I also always believe, that we can't change anyone unless we change ourselves. And this is the things that I always believe that. Yeah, and yeah, we don't expect everything change if we don't change ourselves. And if the only things that we don't change ourselves, that is we are too ego. We are too ego, and even or we are too afraid of losing, so-called losing ourselves. We say this is I understand myself very well. If I different already, I'm not myself. But it's not like that. uh it's not like that. If we are strong enough to see this is our higher self that wanted to guide us to connect with these different people, the different things, we can connect with them in a different way. And we can ponder about what is our needs, our values, that yeah, these are things we can share about. This is the values that I have. uh, so even the people that can't agree on that, is okay. It's okay. We are not forcing everyone to like to agree with you, or even to, oh, you are the nice guy, or you are a crazy guy. Yeah, it's no, it is only the definition or the descriptions that they would different people might uh, uh, yeah, speak to you. And if we understand that this is not you judging you, it's just their their way of communicating, or even the way to, yeah, so we can not only ourselves will uh, have an ability to let us to feel hurt also, so we are not going to feel hurt. And also, so we, if we strengthen our own soul, we can have more consciously develop ourselves to connect to different people, to understand with different people needs, and to thought about how we wanted to work in ourselves. So this is the things that I see is very important. I always say that everyone have the task of connecting with different person.
if one want to join for K study how you join
Oh, OK，那个 study group 其实有的 join 那个 study group we was for this year we have end the study group on May. We have only 6 session online session, 6 online session on Saturday, either morning or Saturday afternoon. Normally 华文组啦 Mandarin group will be on afternoon, one 6 Saturday afternoon. And this year we haven't decided the dates to start we have a new book already, but we haven't started. Might know about this month also. I already wanted to finalize the dates with the facilitator, and might come out. We want the target that we come out in this week, finalize the dates, and next week we might come out with the brochure also. So the dates might start from either October or November. Yeah, and depends whether 2 weeks we will have one, or even 1 week, 1 month, or maximum maybe 1.5 months. The session will be separated. So yeah, I will also send out in our group lor. Yeah, for this study group, we no need any like previous experience on the wardrobe training lah. Or yeah, so anyone, even the new knowing the parents, the friends that new to wardrobe, they can join to study the book and to do the child study and also learning a craft skill. This time is a crochet. The craft skill will be conducted in like a recording videos, and then step by step. And we find the period cycle, they will find that is also very helpful. So then they already learned the crochet through the videos. And some of the friends wanted to come out together. They would like come out together. It's like an online session. They come out together. Some of friends will, they will come out together to help themselves, each other on that. Okay. So I will send out to you then, to all of you, to see whether you are interested to join, and welcome to join also. It's like a 共学会. It's like study together to learn from everyone. Yeah, it's a good experience and to learn.
它是大概半年这样长是吗？half year.
6 session, maximum 6 month, no? Maximum 6 months.
Every Saturday 啦。
什么？
Every Saturday.
每
每个星期是吗？
每一个星期没有它只有6次 ，only 6 session, 6
Only
time. So if not weekly, so maximum is monthly. So sometimes our facilitator time will be 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, but we will state the dates down only 6 times. So we also the same that we read the books before, then we note down our inspiration that we share in the book study session, and we learn from different friends, and then we will start the child study, and craft normally we will do it at home, but we'll see whether the friends have some needed help, and see in the group who else can gather together to learn, to teach, to learn together. And there's a 3 years study group. We have 3 books. So one book is a Heaven on Earth, and together with doing the kneading, 棒针, 地球上的天堂. The second book will be this, like to have a self-development of our adults, and doing the crochet. And the third book will be the book that we studied last year in Mindful Heart, connecting with young children, and we do the sewing toy. So we have a craft of sewing, and every time we also have a child study. These are 3 years rotational continuously study group that we wanted to bring to allow our even the most experienced teacher, we also encourage them to join. Xiaoqing, Xiaoyan, Yingqiu, they join almost all of that before. But this year the book is different. I also encourage them to join. We can learn together. Okay. So today we have end the session here.
欢迎，我还有问题哦。
Sure, it's good.
我的孩子的我可以问吗？
可以啊，可以啊。
我想问第一是那个说故事其实除了那个叫故事该怎么办那本书还可以就是找什么故事跟他们说？
你的孩子今年是5岁，
一个3岁，一个5岁，是一起说了是吗？
对啊，可以啊，可以一起说。我自己觉得故事知道怎么办里面它有几个 version 那本书，然后有一些比较短一点点的也很适合3岁咯，然后或者其实讲长一点的也可以，然后在于一些不同的民间故事，我们也可以去找一找有没有一些 repetition 的，然后还有一些我们先读了，然后它的结局是好的那个过程你是整个看了，是跨越一些困难然后去 去克服到的，然后这些都是很好的咯，你就可以选咯，民间故
民族
事，
故事的，
民间故事啊，然后还有就是民间故事，可能我也可以传出来了一些可以向谁买的，我也问一问之前的出版商就我向他们买的有没有可以再订哦。还有就是格林童话也是其中一种咯然后就童话故事、民间故事，有一些他们有和我们对应到的一些很重要的元素的，我们就可以去挑选。我觉得我好像在接下来不哪一个 session 有会讲故事的，我可能可以带来那些 example，我们去看去讨论，OK，这些才就是比较是对的故事，因为它怎么样对应到我们的成长，而不是只是故事，它是对应到好像生成我们的一个那个潜意识里面它在支持我们每一个人的心魂成长的啊、就就让孩子知道了这种的一个图像的话，我们希望以后支持到他们正长大的时候，带入这些故事的力量他自然就会相信是有善良的一面，世界是有善良的一面的，我们怎么样去克服这些困难？就像 connection，今天我们讲的，how we want to connect，but the world, the spiritual world, the gods is in a very kind hand，就真的是很善良的，全部东西给到我们都是善意的，然后我们怎样去克服，去建立好自己。然后在幼儿园的话，我们不是一直这样子讲给他们听，我们要怎么样，而是带入故事，那故事里面的角色等等的都是在克服困难然后有美丽的一些语言也很好，然后就得到拯救到公主甚至是公主出去探险了。我们也要去想，有时都是男的或王子去救公主，但是也要找到有公主去救王子，就是这些的 balance，甚至有一个老人家有这个智慧的去协助到，
就是
就是
男人可以
不同的，
做到，女人其实也，女孩子也其实可以去做这样。
对对对，一定有的一定有。所以就现在的我们 inclusivity 的话，我们都要看到这一种这种敏锐度，然后我们怎样看我们的 value，我们的 value 是我们觉得男和女都是平等的然后我们可以把在故事里面也把它平均起来，我要讲的故事是怎么，然后它要有的不同的类型的动物也好，或者角色也好，我们怎么样平衡有老人家也可以拯救的，有动物也可以拯救的，哪一个动物是怎么样的，就这些的都是可以去很有趣的啦，就去做。以前还没有再去理解更多的时候，很多刚开始一些华德福培训就讲你只是讲格林童话啊，但是那时给到的格林童话很多比较多都是真的是王子救公主了的，但是到后来呢，自己学习我们有时就学到不同的，到近期的一些 trainer 再来，他们也讲其实不是人家讲你就要直接跟了。不是，让他可能也没有时间讲到这么多然后所以我们这次刚刚经过了有一个5天的讲故事工作坊，就可以讲到很深入啊，那边就会讲到其实这一些的选择，我们自己 value 到的东西，我们自己的价值观，我们自己可以去越来越理解，然后你做出来的是符合你的价值观的，而不是冲突啊。就以自己这样子活出这样子自己的一个生命，让自己的生命更加丰富然后在孩子直接感受到就是真实，而不是一个很冲突的啊。孩子他之间很直觉很强，如果你做的东西和你讲的东西是不同的他们都会有就模仿到的东西是不一样了。然后尤其对幼儿，我们更要一直觉察到我们的价值观和给出来的要不要越来越靠近而且至少几个东西我们可以控制到的，一直去重复去建立好自己的一个习惯，去锻炼自己然后去成为他们好的榜样。有一些还不能的，就不能的部分我们也没关系，就是一次 review 自己，OK 看看，再控制自己深呼吸，然后慢慢的去前进，一步一步去达成 这故事也是一个啊，我相信也可以滋养到大人了，真的是故事是，我们现在如果用另外一个角度去看故事，它都是一个可以支持大人自己。
因为我们小时候看跟10多岁看，跟现在看又不一样。
真的不一样。如果我们打开我们的感官，这样子真的去看，诶，就真的可以领悟到不同的事情了。只是现在如果一些已经那些wall 很多的墙壁很多的，大家就讲这个是孩子看的，他们没有想要去理解。但是如果我们打开看，诶，它的深度就会不一样。
但是我还有一个问题哦，是我知道你有说，就是说幼儿时段他们需要动得多，然后他们的那个水管才会连接的更多更广。那因为可能我女儿的气质是比较，她不会去爬盲堤吧，她也不会一直去玩滑梯，但是她就是会动啊，就是会跑来跑去玩水水啊，这样其实是动得够嘛？
嗯
嗯。
哦。
还是我需要做什么东西去支持他攀岩啊？还是大家去爬多点山啊？
我觉得攀岩也是其中一个咯，它是可以支持到它的，然后爬的一个动作也是要够，因为它的力度啊，如果是爬 monkey bar，它力度是它自己这个手腕的力度啊要很够，然后以后写字的力度它才会更加顺一点点啊，然后它
那是
monkey
我
bar 的话，
很少看到的地方，他
什么？
很少爬，很少爬。
嗯嗯。是咯，他少爬，他会少了一个，要看看他那种动起来，他后来很自由的动啊，就身体可以运用身体，很自由的运用身体的这种信心，他就会少一点点。然后我们就会看攀岩会不会是一个让他没有这么压力，诶，但是哇，他可以到这么高了啊，他那个就一步一步啦，也不要他太高，就一步一步，他可以这么高，他可能这个的信心也可以慢慢建立起来。他也可以多这一方面也可以支持他，因为另外一个就是 monkey bar 刚才信心啊整个部分它是可以支持到了，还有手腕的那个力度，所以他可能可以通过就爬咯，爬行啊玩爬行，在家里玩爬的动作，或者甚至是那个牛是什么水牛，那个叫什么就小青有分享过的。那个两只脚被拉起来，你去拉着他的脚，他就用手
哦，
爬，
手爬。
这样那个水啊牛这样耕田这样子的，就用手爬，这
另外，
个也是可以支持到他对身体的那个信心，诶，他的手可以运用到怎么样了？他的手的肌肉有这样子的记忆了，他对于这些更困难的，他有时他自然想要去挑战的。就看看他的身体，因为真的气质会影响的。孩子有一些气质是这样，我们就要额外的和他玩一些游戏，建立他的这些肌肉的记忆，让他去自然给他有信心的去做。甚至有的6岁的话，通常是一个很大的转捩点哦。他们自然有那个一直想要做的。如果我们就刚才讲在家也做这些动作，攀岩也让他去试一试，他那时的身体的肌肉更预备好，他就更有信心哦，
哦，
更有信心。嗯嗯，
好的，谢谢。
好啦，
川阳老师，我想问一个问题。像许哲呢，他是 OK 攀岩这些。monkey bar 我觉得他在学校是有爬啦，然后可是他就是不玩滑梯哦。
他不上去滑下来是吗？
对，他每次爬上去，他都是走楼梯下来。
所以他在其他任何地方都还没有玩过，还是那种滑梯是圆圆呐，那样转下来的，回去玩。
有很少会玩，有玩过，其实是有玩过。
有玩过啦。
他也是有玩爬游戏啊这些啊，他每次搬猫啊这些 但是它就是活体，它就是不要滑下来。很多时候它爬上去，它就是走楼梯下来。
嗯，哦，这个我也还不知道它整体会怎么样，会不会影响它啦？是觉得像那个秋千呢，他喜欢做吗？
OK，秋千 OK，可是他就自己当哦，他不要我们当。
会哦，自己当都很好。秋千
他会当，他会当，但只是没有当很高啦。但是就是我不明白为什么滑梯他就不要滑下来。
他在其他的 park 也是一样不要的，是吗？平常其他的公园啊，playground。
对，就任何爬。
是哦，这
他在
种的那个刺激
他在
前，
4、5岁也是一样，没有才华。
其实他以前小时候呢，他会滑下来，但是不是很高的那种啦。然后现在呢，矮也是有时他会滑了，但是只要是高的呢，他就是会拒绝。
嗯
可是
嗯，
rock climbing 他又可以爬到上去哦。
对咯。rock climbing 和滑梯可能也不一样啦，一个这样高度就对他来讲不是那个问题，可能是滑下来的经验experience 他是可能不喜欢，或者他没有想，就自己不想要，他就没有去。
我每次都问他，怎么你不要滑下来？他就是不要滑，他就是要走楼梯下来。
嗯，好，那我觉得，嗯、我自己本身就会有可能是下次在哪一个地方大人都可以上去的，我会先上咯。我会先上，我自己玩咯，我自己滑一下咯。然后后来甚至会不会和他玩起来呀？我会抱着他一起滑下来咯，看他要不要咯，
对对，
他不要就没有关系啊。
是我有试过，就是我们要抱他一起下都好，他也不要。我
或者他
们有讲，
后面
我们
要，
带你下。
可能他坐我们的后面就好像2个人一起滑的，就我靠前一点，靠前一点，他在后面讲来咯，一起下。如果这一个的话，就不会是自己在前面，好像那个冲击的感觉了。不知道他是不是不喜欢这一个。但我觉得我对我来讲，如果真的不能，我也不会勉强啊。这个也不是一个，我也觉得我们在华德福幼儿园和小学观察的话，还没有观察到这一个是一个完全会影响孩子学习能力啊，还没有到那一个啊，
OK。
反而是会去看学习能力，会去观察他的主导边，左手他是左手的话，他的主导看东西是不是用左眼，是不是左耳朵，然后是不是左脚？如果不
OK。
是，他们就讲会有挑战。如果是左耳，但是是右眼右脚然后又左手，他们的学习是有困难
所以
这个
是要同一个
完全。
方向啊。
这个就 extra lesson 的一些老师他们会支持他们要去上一些 extra lesson 课，尤其是小学才去上才去支持他们去协调。这个我就还不是很懂，我们也不能逼他同一个方向的，我们只是 observe 到，哎，
对对。
他的神经，他的系统是这样这样子，接下来的支持我们可以先怎么样支持他协调？他是不是要协调他到同一个方向，还是协调到怎么样的？这个我还不懂当然我他们只是讲可以支持到他，而且还不懂他们目的是这样。
左右是还会辅导，还会自己变的是吗？不知道到多少岁才会定下来。
是咯，通常是到6岁7岁，他就会更加清晰啦有时会变就你给他们跳绳他第一个脚跳出去的是，可能只是跳过一个绳子罢了，跳过一个马路，他第一个脚跳出去的是哪一个脚通常我们就会觉得是那个主导，或者他上楼梯第一个脚踏出去的是哪一个然后我们拿东西给他看，一个桶给他看，他是用哪一个手，我放在中间他用哪一个手拿，然后放在哪一个眼睛 有些这个右手都要放在左眼，这个也是另外一种有一些用左手拿，或者有时也可以试下他把它放他，如果知道觉得好像在左边，你放他把那个管放在靠近左边一点，你看看怎么样，他是不是对，好像在右边的话啦，你放他去靠近左边，他是不是还在决定还是他还没有决定，他就靠近左边，他又这样子拿，所以这一些都是老师们也会去观察咯。小学的更会观察更多，他们会觉得这种会影响他的手眼协调，以后听课甚至他会要放他的位置，座位在哪里？他主导边在右边，可能他是要在更靠近左边的，因为老师他听的话看的话就会是以右边主导边在左边，可能就要靠近右边的，他就听的话才听到更仔细。但如果随便放的话，就不一定。有一些孩子就是随便放，他听课比较不容易，他更不专注他隔壁如果是主导边右边，他右边是一个很吵的孩子，然后他又坐右边，他要左边听老师讲课，再这样子斜去看左边听，这样子他就很干扰，因为被一个其他的孩子一直在干扰他，然后他又要更用力的去这样子听课，所以这个在华德福小学会有去考量到气质，还有考量到这一些他的远近坐的位置远近也会有。好了，我还有可以了，我差不多今天10点半就要结束了，还有没有最后一个问题？
好，谢谢老师。没有。
没有啦 ，OK 啦，谢谢 Vicky、Jessie 还有大家，
谢谢老师，
不客气。那我们后来再把这个录制的再传给大家了。
现在是老师是下个礼拜是有是吗？就是